Hey Virgo, great to see you here today. This is the Rockstar Coach. I am here with your general reading for October 2024. I do offer personal readings, so if you are interested in that, just check out the bio in my or the link in my bio. Today, I am going back to a deck that I bought very early on. It's called the Wisdom. I'm sorry, I can't even speak today. Mystical Wisdom deck, and then an old deck by Doreen Virtue called Ascended Masters, and then rounding it off with a new deck that is quickly becoming one of my very favorites. The illustrations and the colors in this deck are just simply beautiful. And then if you have seen my readings before, you know I end all of them with the Power of Surrender card. So let's get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo for the month of October for their highest and greatest good, please? All right, well, you had a lot come out here. I don't always take them when they come out like that, but it felt as if they all wanted to be heard. Okay. Very interesting. Two of these cards have come up. Well, one of these cards have come up in multiple readings. One has come up in two. Two have come up in two. And then we have a new one that has not come up in any of the readings yet. So I'm going to look at these as a whole and read this collective energy together before I show you. Okay, so beautiful message here. In the middle, we have competition and money. So competition, this card says, summon courage and self-confidence. So Virgo, there is a lot of competitive energy out right now. And this does not have to be negative. Competition is not always a bad thing, right? Healthy competition is good for us. It helps us grow. It stretches us. It allows us to see how far we can go. It allows us to go past, stretch past the boundaries that we may have set for ourselves in our own mind. It can help us surpass our own limitations. I know when I have a story of when I was a child trying to learn how to ride a bike. I won't get into the whole story, but there was some competition, and I didn't want to be seen as not knowing how to ride my bike, even though I really didn't. So I had self-imposed limitations, and when that competition came into play, I got on that bike and I pedaled. And I rode the bike. Oh, I'm laughing at myself. I rode the bike. So competition can be a very good thing for us. This also, however, can be something that, you're up against others. Not all people play fair. So this is also for those of you that find yourself in situations, I'm feeling, and this card has come up, like I said, for, I believe, for 3 other signs or 2 other signs and you. I'm feeling this again, both in business and in relationships. Interesting. I just heard for you, Virgo, there's some of you that, this is very cool. You have put together, or you are finding yourself in, or you are being presented with the opportunity to enter yourself into a competition of health. So, I've heard of people doing weight loss challenges, something like that. But this is specifically for your health. So whether it be weight loss or eating different foods or dietary or clean water, whole foods, organic, something like that. There's a portion of you that will have the opportunity to be involved in one of these healthy competitions. And this is a really, really good thing for you. Say yes. Jump in with both feet. And I want to say, for those others of you, the ones who find yourself in competition, whether it be in business, at work, or in relationships, at home, or friendships, I want to let you know that the energy on the other side of this is positive. This money energy is a positive energy. It says find a way to abundance. Okay, so money isn't really even the key word here. Abundance is the key word. Find a way to abundance. And through competition, so for those of you that are in the health competition, this is your way to abundance through this competition. For those of you who are finding yourself competing in work or your career, this is your way to abundance. And let me just tell you, this message has not come through like this for the others that got these cards. So very interesting that it's different for you. The energy is slightly different. Very cool. Your way to abundance is through competition. So here's the thing, Virgo. Don't shy away from the competition. Don't shy away from the challenge. Because if you do, you will rob yourself of the blessing. Allow yourself to compete. Open yourself up to the challenge that lie before you. And be ready with open arms to accept your prize, whether that be a win, right? A victory in receiving an award, or whether that be a monetary award, whether that be a health reward, or whether that be a relational reward. Open yourself up with open arms. Be willing and ready to accept, because it is coming for you. You have to go through the challenge in order to receive. But when you do, it is there, ready and waiting. Really cool. And now showing you the two that were flanking these competition and money or blessing. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for body, mind, and spirit, and then enlightenment. Pursue spiritual growth. So in this competition and in finding blessings, Archangel Raphael is there to help you along the way. Not only is Archangel Raphael helping you through the competition, through the challenge, through the challenging times, and helping you heal your body, mind, and spirit, but opening yourself up to your spiritual growth. He is there to help you on your spiritual journey. And when you open yourself up to the growth in spirit, you are opening yourself up to healing. And when you open yourself up to spiritual growth, you also are saying to the universe, I am open to healing and growth of all kinds. I am open and willing to take my own road, to walk my own path, to step out in faith even when it doesn't make sense to others. This sometimes is the hardest thing to do, but I promise you, your blessing and your reward is waiting for you on the other side. Open your heart and your mind. Ask for help from Archangel Raphael. Heal body, mind, and spirit, and put your attention on spiritual growth at this time. This time in our world is a calling for enlightenment like no other. that we have ever seen. And when you open yourself up to receive, it will be shown to you. The message and the path and the action steps will be shown to you. Very, very beautiful message. Beautiful message. I'm just being told, I just got off of a podcast where I was a guest, and it's on Susan Essentials, Suson Essentials on YouTube. It is healing religious trauma. Someone here that is listening to this now needs to hear that message as well. If that's you, go to Susan Essentials YouTube channel and find the podcast Healing Religious Trauma, and let me know what you think. All right, let's move on to the Animal Apothecary. This is already such a beautiful, beautiful, solid message for you, Virgo. Really, really happy for you. You know, I'm drawn to this picture on this enlightenment card as well, and I'm drawn to this peacock here. The first thing that came to mind was a peacock strutting around, right? And while we may think that, you know, proud peacock, right? We may think about that. But what I'm thinking about is you are proud, but in a very pure way. You are wanting to share and share your enlightenment. That is a very pure type of pride. It's not an ego type of pride. It's a wanting to spread the good news, so to speak, wanting to share light with the world. And I'm just even seeing the word in light is in light. In light. I need to take this ring off. It is cumbersome right now. It's about to fall off of my hand for some reason. Just needed to be let loose. Maybe that's part of the message for you, Virgo. Let loose, right? It's like tame the lion, tame the tiger with the light. There's no reason to fear. There's no reason to worry about how you will come across to others. Accept the challenge. Accept the challenge. I'm going to move on to this Ascended Masters deck. I need to be grounded here. I'm really feeling kind of in the clouds with this Enlightenment card. Do me a favor and take a couple of deep breaths if you are listening here. Thank you. Spirit, messages for Virgo, please, for their highest and greatest good. Thank you. Wow, you have a lot of cards that want to come out. They're wanting me to hold off on these and go back to these. I just do what I'm told. It doesn't have to make sense to me or anyone else. Isn't that what just came through for you? Okay. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Purification. Nurture yourself. Right. And master manifester. So, purification. Continuing this story, this enlightenment, this spiritual growth, this challenge, is all for your purification. It is to purify your being, right? This Archangel Raphael is helping to heal and purify you, mind, body, and spirit. Purification is taking place. It is taking place. Allow it. I'm seeing water surrounding you. The second card, Nurture Yourself, Mother Mary. This is taking great care of yourself. This is self-care. But in conjunction with this purification card and the water that I'm sensing, part of self-care can be drinking water. It can also be, and this came up in 2 other readings as well, it can be making sure you are purifying your water. I have a fantastic water purification system that I use. If you are in search of one, I'm happy to share what I use with you. Just put in the comments water filter, and I will make sure to send you that information. But drinking pure water, not the water with all the chemicals in it, coming from a plastic bottle that the plastics are seeping into the water that you are ingesting. Every little bit that we put in our bodies affects us, whether it affects us in a positive way or not. Nurture yourself. Yes, Mother Mary is a beautiful example of love and nurturing. And as much as our earthly mothers may have loved us or may love us, there is no one that can, that's the operative word here, can love us like we can love ourselves, because we're the only one, the only earthly person, human, that knows us like we do. We know the deepest, darkest parts that we have not shared with anyone. And so we are the only one that can love us in the most pure of ways. Sometimes that can be difficult, Virgo. Sometimes we can be the most critical of ourselves. We can be hard on ourselves and unforgiving of ourselves. Now is the time to drop that. Now is the time to love yourself, Virgo, because spiritual growth is loving yourself. Spiritual growth is purifying yourself. I'm also seeing get in the water, get in a shower. Envision that water running down and purifying you. If you don't have a shower, get in a stream, get in a creek, get in a body of water, pour it over your head, and as it flows over your head, envision yourself being purified from top to bottom, inside and out. Beautiful message for you. And then write. What I'm getting on this, perhaps to some chagrin of some of you Virgos, journal. As you are on this spiritual quest, as you are being cleansed and purified and healed on your way to spiritual growth and abundance and blessings, you are being called to write it down. Why? Because you are a master manifester. Does it have to be in writing for it to appear in your reality? Absolutely not. However, you are being called to do this. What I am feeling, and I would love for Spirit to give us some confirmation here in the cards. But what I am hearing is you are going to be an example to others. And if you don't write down your experience, you're going to forget some details that you may not think are important in the moment. But when you are relaying them to others, they are pivotal in the process of manifesting. I'm even seeing, and perhaps this is the confirmation in the cards, but I'm even seeing, this crow, I'm seeing it as a crow, is envisioning this spider. The spider is in his mind. That's what he wants. But as you can see, the spider has not appeared in his reality yet. It's only in his mind. And so for you, Virgo, and I'm saying this is not necessary every time, but right now in this moment, in this message, this is the message for you. Write it down, as well as focus on what you want in your mind, and then watch it come into reality for you. You are a master manifester. You are. I'm feeling one more. I'm not clear, honestly. I'm very honest with you, watchers. I'm not clear on whether it's this deck or the Ascended Masters. I'm going to try for one. Okay, well, that may have been our answer right there. All right, yes. That equals transformation. That's it. That's the answer. That is the confirmation. Write it down. You are going to be the guide for others. You are here teaching others how to create life of their dreams. That is what I am here to do as well, Virgo. We each go about it a little bit differently. I love this message for you. Let's get your last cards from the power of surrender. Virgo, what does Virgo need to surrender or surrender to? Wow, you are getting just a ton of cards fall out at once. Yes, okay. Surrender, defensiveness. This may not feel quite natural to you, Virgo. Letting go of the harshness of self. Nurturing yourself may be a little more difficult for you, but surrender that desire to be defensive. Let me read this card. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. And what I'm getting is, in that time that you take a step back and center yourself, you will actually realize that the message you are hearing, the message you are receiving, the information you have been given is actually true. It may not have been delivered in a way that resonated with you immediately, but when you took a moment and surrendered your defensiveness, you got it. And then you can move forward to your abundance. And in that is a surrender to silence. When we constantly want to respond or react, right? Immediately. We don't allow ourselves to hear, and we can only hear when we are silent. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. What did we get? Purification, nurture yourself. Provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. Transformation. Surrender to silence, Virgo. And then, are you ready for your final card? You're going to like this one. Surrender to play. This is a beautiful way to wrap up this reading. You are coming into such beauty, such abundance, such pure and powerful moments in your life, in your journey. Do not take them for granted. It is not all serious. Prayer and manifestation and spiritual growth is not like this drudgery, or it doesn't have to be. It can be through play that you grow, that you are shown your next steps, that you are given messages. I tell you, doing readings in general, lights me up. I love, love, love doing it. I don't get paid for this, not on the YouTube channel, at least not yet. I hope to one day. And yes, I do get paid from personal readings. But I love it. It doesn't feel like work. It is play. Meditation doesn't have to be work. Prayer does not have to be work. You can live in a state of prayer and meditation. You can grow spiritually and mentally, personally, relationally, all while having fun. So surrender to play. Realize and understand it doesn't have to be this or that. You can have it all. You can grow while you play. You can enjoy yourself. It doesn't have to be drudgery. I love this for you, Virgo. I'm so happy that you found your way here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of those that have subscribed to the channel already. I have a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I am so very close. I appreciate your energy so very much. Please make comments on these videos. I adore getting comments from you. I respond to them all. I want to hold space for you if you are going through things that we can help with. I would love to hear your feedback on this journey. This is a beautiful journey, and I love to support others on their journey and in their growth. So thank you again, Virgo, and until next time, take care.